Okay, Pollo, this is it. I need you to be very quiet. Procedure like this is very delicate. Requires one to be very, very careful. Maybe if I hit it with the screwdriver instead.
Why don't you just do what Superboy Prime did and punch the wall?
Oh, I tried that already, Pollo. I ended up hitting a wall for like half an hour. And the only thing I got out of it was that Donna Troy got a new origin and Dr. Insano became a guy.
Dr. Insano was always a guy.
Yeah, just keep telling yourself that. There's gotta be some solution to this. I can't think in this silence. Put on a movie or something.
What movie do you want?
I don't know, surprise me.
How about Clones of Bruce Lee?
Clones of Bruce Lee. Clones of Bruce Lee. Clones.
I met you on a Thursday, Friday I took you home. Well, Saturday I'm begging you, baby, just leave me alone. You're turning me upside down, pull me to the ground when you shake me, shake me. I'm giving you what you need and I'm begging, please don't break me, love.
Check it out! I'm back in my new place and I'm ready to rock. Special shout out to Linkara for doing such a great job in cloning me, even if he did have to fill in some of the damaged genetic gaps with DNA from a monkey. But speaking of clones and flinging my own crap, today I'm here to talk about the worst movie about cloning that I've ever seen. No, this is way worse. Okay, that was pretty bad, but this one is even worse, believe me. And even more shocking, it's a Bruce Lee movie. Kind of hard to believe, isn't it? I mean, has Bruce Lee ever made a bad movie? Well, no, he hasn't. But somehow there are still a ton of bad Bruce Lee movies. Okay, I'll try to explain. Bruce Lee is probably the most well-known action star in movie history. He's one of the toughest, quickest, and most athletic dudes ever to punch a guy in the soul.
This is probably the single greatest moment I've ever seen in any action movie, and to me it pretty much wraps up Bruce Lee in one single punch. Bruce basically punches this guy so fast and so hard it liquefies his solar plexus and kills him instantly. Now with anybody else you might have thought this is ridiculous, but with Bruce Lee you bought it because he was the one-man badass enough to kill a man with one punch, and nobody, past, present, or future, could ever hope to replace him.
But that didn't stop some people. Even though the world was stunned by Lee's untimely death, there were still some savvy B-movie companies out there that attempted to cash in on the tragedy by creating their own little brand of knockoff entertainment that directly copied the Bruce Lee template. And I do mean copy. It spawned a plethora of Bruce Lee lookalikes and gave birth to a weird little cinematic subculture known as bruceploitation.
There were a ton of kung fu movies made following Lee's death, using impersonators to cash in on Bruce's popularity and the sudden resurgence of interest in him after his death. A few of these movies didn't even really bother to have fake Bruces. They just used the name in the title, like Bruce Lee Fights Back from the Grave, which opens with a scene of Bruce's grave being struck by lightning, Bruce leaping out of the coffin.
And that's it. The rest of the movie has nothing to do with Bruce Lee coming back to life. The rest of it is a completely different story. And beyond the first 30 seconds, the title, the poster, and the entire Bruce Lee premise is a total lie. It was really embarrassing to watch the depths to which people would sink to rip off Bruce's name to sell their own shitty movies. But then someone had the most brilliant idea ever. Why stop at copying Bruce Lee once? Let's copy him 4 times. With cloning.
So they did, and here it is, The Clones of Bruce Lee, an almost impossible movie to find unless you know some especially deranged Hong Kong bootleggers. And I do. It's directed by nobody and stars Dragon Lee, Bruce Lei, Bruce Lai, Bruce Tai, and John? Jeez, I haven't seen this many impersonators since 3,000 Miles to Graceland, and actually, I'm still on the fence which of these movies is worse.
It's Bruce Lee. They're waiting to murder the actor? And how?
The movie opens with Bruce Lee being rushed to a hospital where he dies shortly thereafter of a cerebral edema.
Bruce Lee, the world-famous film star, died last night of a sudden heart attack.
Oh, I'm sorry, heart attack. Uncomfortable yet? Anyway, a British intelligence agent is quick to arrive on the scene with a daring plan.
Couldn't you be a little more explicit?
I'm afraid not, sir. You see, it's a matter of security, highly confidential.
I see.
I am allowed to tell you this much. It concerns Bruce Lee.
The film star?
Yes, sir.
No, the golfer. Yes, I mean the film star, you idiot!
The clones of Bruce Lee. What a scientific achievement this will be. 3 of them, eh, Professor? Do you really think you can do it?
I saw your coupon in the paper. Yeah, like t-shirts, clones are cheaper when you get them in bulk.
Doctor, how long has he been dead?
Not long. 20 minutes.
Give or take. Crap, I knew we forgot something. Hey, did anyone get his time of death?
All yours.
They figure if they can get some of Bruce's blood, they can create clones of him and have the clones form a team of super spies that fight international crime.
That's fucking brilliant! Now that's science, guys. You don't just clone Bruce Lee once, you clone him a shitload of times, and then you send them all out to go kill people.
And that's exactly what happens.
Doctor, may I trouble you for an empty syringe?
Yes.
Hey, should we get the permission of his next of kin? Fuck it. With nothing more than one syringe full of blood, the scientist goes back to his lab and together with his 2 foxy nurse assistants, goes about the mind-bendingly complex task of creating the world's first viable, perfect clone of another human being. And judging from the lighting, he's doing it inside a disco. Well, the whole scheme is wildly successful, although I have my suspicions that the brilliant scientists who suggested this plan might not have the most noble of intentions at heart.
The professor, huh? Nancy, I really don't trust that man.
Really? Why?
So far, so good.
You're just imagining things. The scientist creates 3 Bruce Lee clones, making all sorts of discoveries about human cloning in the process. For one, you can make a fully grown adult clone of a human being in about 10 minutes like you're working a creepy crawler maker. And 2, that clone will emerge with all of the memory, experience, and martial arts skills of the original, because Bruce Lee is so hardcore that kicking ass is coded into his DNA. And of course, physically they're virtually indistinguishable from the real thing. But he runs into a problem. You can call one guy Bruce Lee, but what the hell do you call the other Bruce Lees?
Mr. Collin, I'd like you to meet Bruce Lee 2 and Bruce Lee 3.
Hello.
Bruce Lee 2 and Bruce Lee 3. Oh, what in the hell else are you going to call them? I would have spent hours agonizing over that decision, but I guess it's at least easy to remember.
Good day, Bruce.
Oh, hello, Bruce.
How are you, Bruce?
Been crook, Bruce.
Where's Bruce?
It's not here, Bruce.
Blimey, it's hot in here, Bruce.
It's hot enough to boil a monkey's bum.
Anyway, the first order of business is to put the clones into the brain scrambler and hypnotize them all into total blind loyalty, because we wouldn't want 3 Bruce Lee clones being subverted by some other evil mad scientist, now do we? We just gotta take precautions, that's all I'm saying.
Ah, good. You may place the head plate on him now.
Yes, sir.
Did I say head plate? I meant salad bowl.
Alrighty, the clone's snark levels are at 98%. Now I'll just upload some Final Fantasy VIII hate. Final Fantasy VIII hate, kill me. And let's include just a little something extra. Revolution of the Mask is the greatest comic ever made. Buy it now.
Yes, Revolution of the Mask is the greatest comic ever made.
Anyway, once the clones are properly brainwashed by wearing a stainless steel colander fitted with antennas, they're sent through a strenuous training regimen to get them ready to be international super spies. Begin the Rocky training montage. No, really, I'm not joking. They steal the music from Rocky. minute, is he flipping me off? Back at you, Bruce. And of course, when you're looking for the greatest martial artist to train your Bruce Lee clone, there's no one better than Chong Li from Bloodsport. Or this guy's good too.
Now, the first 5 techniques are dragon, tiger, snake, panther, crane.
Yeah, shouldn't we be learning Jeet Kune Do, Sensei? It's only the style Bruce Lee is most known for. Yeah, whatever. Time for disco fighting! And yeah, thanks to the super funky power of disco, they managed to pick all of these kung fu styles up in a day.
And none too soon. Number 1's first assignment will be to get rid of Mr. Shiloh. That film company of his is nothing more than a front for a gold smuggling racket.
Their first mission is to bring the nefarious international gold smuggler Shiloh to justice. Gold is really hard to smuggle, but Shiloh gets away with it because he also happens to be a martial arts movie producer. What, are movie producers immune to prosecution or something? But luckily, this presents the ideal opportunity for the good guys to send Bruce Lee in undercover as a movie star, infiltrate Shiloh's organization, find the gold, and bust the bad guys. And believe it or not, this plan actually seems to work. Bruce Lee 1 just walks onto a movie set and starts fighting stuntmen in front of the worst matte painting in the world. Where's this movie supposed to be taking place? On the top of Mount Kilimanjaro? Heaven? Well, judging from the set design, Shiloh obviously doesn't throw much of his gold smuggling money back into his movie front. Yes, no one will suspect a thing when a guy who looks and acts exactly like the most famous martial artist on Earth shows up as the star of their new movie. Brilliant! Amazingly, Shiloh realizes there's something fishy about this guy, but he can't quite put his finger on it.
You mean you haven't checked him out? He's good enough to be an undercover agent, Chang.
Oh, a spy?
Exactly.
So you think the guy is a secret agent because he's a really good martial artist? Asshole, you're making a martial arts movie! Just because the guy knows kung fu, that doesn't make him a secret agent. Alright, he is a secret agent, but still, you got lucky. That was an awfully big leap. I mean, hey, wait, a really good martial artist, we don't have the budget for that. Wouldn't the scene have just made more sense if the guy pointed and said, "Hey, Wormy, what the hell is Bruce Lee doing on my set? Isn't he supposed to be dead?"
Looks good, doesn't he?
Yeah, not bad.
Okay, I know he looks nothing like Bruce Lee, but I'm going by movie logic here. We all know that clones tend to have minor physical and psychological variations because of irregularities in the RNA recombination sequencing. In other words, cloning isn't really what you'd call an exact science.
Oh my god, I love Bruce Lee movies! This is the greatest Bruce Lee movie I've ever seen in my life! Silence, you fool! Don't you know that character is trademarked? Unless we kill the other one. Permanently.
Look, I told you if you're going to stay at my place, you need to stop killing people. Especially me!
Okay, jeez. Look, I killed a guy one time and now I'm never going to live it down for the rest of my life, am I?
So on the hunch that Bruce Lee is a secret agent, Shiloh and his flunky try to brainstorm what to do about him. I've got to tell you, I really don't get what's with Shiloh's wormy sidekick. He's always giggling, and I think the dude's got brain damage or something.
Yeah. He's terrific! I want you to get rid of him fast.
Anyway, Shiloh decides that whether Bruce 1 is a spy or not, it makes much more sense to quietly send 2 guys to beat him to death with their bare hands.
So that it looks nothing like an accident?
Okay, who do you suggest that we use?
White Panther and Quick Tiger.
So he hires these 2 guys, Mark Hamill and John McEnroe. Well, it's a good thing they dressed inconspicuously, huh? Don't these guys just scream professional hitmen to you? I love how Shiloh's plan is to send 2 martial artists against a man who is widely regarded as one of the greatest martial artists in history.
You pay for that, you dirty killer!
Did he just say you'll pay for that, you dirty Jew?
You pay for that, you dirty killer!
So, moving on. Since Bruce Lee just beat up John McEnroe, Shiloh realizes that beating Bruce Lee in martial arts is clearly impossible. They've got to take him out. But how to do it so no one gets suspicious?
Oh, you know we go ahead with the film as planned and shoot him in front of the camera.
That's the best idea you've had.
Yeah, it's great. We can capitalize for years on his death when this picture comes out.
Why, that's brilliant! We stage a weapons malfunction with one of the on-set firearms so that Bruce Lee gets shot, but it still looked like an accident! It worked for Brandon Lee.
Darkest sketch!
And while you're shooting his big death scene, I will be digging the gold out of the ground. Burying it there was a clever move.
Hey, wait, what?
I will be digging the gold out of the ground. Burying it there was a clever move.
Burying it in the ground was a clever move.
Oh, that's it. That's the secret to becoming an international gold smuggler. Bury it someplace where no one will ever find it, like the ground. Well, where in the hell else are... The ground? That's not gold smuggling, that's just gold hiding. Anyone can hide shit. Gold smuggling is transporting it someplace. Like that guy in Lethal Weapon 2. Now that was a gold smuggler.
Okay, so since his last two hitmen totally screwed the pooch, Shiloh decides to shoot Bruce in front of the camera, so he hires a bunch more hitmen, none of whom have any guns whatsoever. All they do is they just rush forward and attack him with knives. Hello? What happened to the gun plan? That was a good plan. What kind of movie producer and international gold smuggler can't afford a gun? Now this movie is just ripping off the soundtrack to The Warriors. Now that'd be a cool scene. Bruce Lee fighting the baseball furies. Well, by now you're probably noticing that 95% of this movie is just mindless kung fu fighting. There's almost no plot beyond Bruce Lee goes places and wrecks your shit. Notice that any time someone gets hit, they make the same whining, moaning noise. These are the whiniest, most whipped henchmen I've ever heard of. Oh, why'd you have to hit me there? While the hitmen are keeping Bruce busy, Shiloh goes to his magnificent hiding spot and digs up all the gold he was hiding in his, clever hiding spot, the ground, and he tries to make his getaway on a sailboat. Yeah, that's his super secret smuggling vehicle, a fucking sailboat. It's so lame that Bruce just catches up to him by fucking swimming, and then, of course, there's another fight scene.
Get him!
Isn't it really annoying how every single move that every character makes results in a whooshing sound, and every punch that someone lands sounds like someone throwing a stake against a wall? Well, anyway, Bruce Lee kicks the shit out of Shiloh, of course. Ooh. And then, like a fucking train derailing, we cut back to London where Agent Curtis is giving Bruce Lee 2 and Bruce Lee 3 their new assignment.
Mission is to eliminate a certain Dr. Nye, a brilliant scientist, but quite mad.
You mean Dr. Nye, the science guy?
Oh, believe me, you don't want to mess with Bill Nye. He will end your ass with science! Bill Nye, the science guy.
Science rules. Inertia is a property of matter. T-7 seconds.
You pay for that, you dirty killer!
Yeah. He's terrific!